Hello, dear friends. My name is Victoria Moro, and this is the release of the day. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can find a lot of news about indie artists and music. Hello, I'm so happy to be here with you tonight. And now, together with me on this I hope interesting interview is fantastic artist. Hello!
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. Good. It's morning for me here.
Yeah.
So I'm still settling into the coffee.
Yes, for us is not morning, but we are ready for the interview. Are you ready?
Oh, yes.
Okay, and then we start. Your name?
My name is Joshua Ketchmark. I am a singer-songwriter from Nashville, Tennessee. Originally, I grew up in Illinois, here in the U.S., and spent a little over a decade in Los Angeles. And then now I've been here in Nashville for a little under a decade.
Oh, nice. For this, you have a morning right now, exactly. And actually, yes, for question where you from, you are from Nashville, correct?
Yes.
And your music style?
I would say these days it leans a little bit more towards Americana, but it started out very rock and roll. I've been a solo artist now for about 14 years. And when I first started out, it was very guitar driven, very rock and roll. And I've kind of transitioned more and more over the years into songwriting. So I feel like it's kind of leaning more towards, Americana these days, but still has some rock and roll in it. So.
Oh, nice. Okay, now we check your memory actually. The last song you listened to?
Oh, last song I listened to. I had this right in my head. I think it was Bed on Fire by Butch Walker.
Good memory. Okay. Your favorite movie or TV series?
Favorite movie? That's really hard. Favorite movie kind of depends on my mood. Favorite TV series? Maybe I'll go there. I would have to say the first season of True Detective with Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson. I've rewatched that a lot. So.
Oh, nice. But for example, which type of movie you like more? Maybe horror, maybe comedy?
Well, being that October just finished up, I've always leaned more on the side of horror. So anything from like Jaws to The Exorcist to The Lost Boys to I just watched The Invitation not too long ago, and a handful of others. I spent the entire month of October watching nothing but horror movies. So.
Oh, nice. I think it's something connected to Halloween, maybe, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, in America, I think Halloween is quite big celebration.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, the best book you read?
Ooh, The War of Art, I just finished. It's a very quick read, but the whole book kind of deals with your creativity and accessing your creativity and the resistances that, somebody that's a screenwriter or songwriter might face, and, kind of gives you some little tips and tricks to overcome those. So it was really good.
Great. Okay, your favorite dish?
My favorite dish would have to be the blackened chicken platter from Bossa Nova in Hollywood, California on Sunset Boulevard. That would be my favorite dish, but I have like my 4 food groups. So if it could be pizza, tacos, it could be burgers and fries, or it could be like pad thai. So, kind of run the gamut. But if I had to pick a dish, that dish would definitely be it.
But do you like to cook?
I really don't cook that much. I spend a lot of time in the studio. This is pretty much where you can find me every day.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And so usually I'm kind of looking for either something I can get delivered so I don't have to stop working, or I'm looking for snacks, anything snack that I can get my hands on. So
Okay. Thank you for this nice answer. Okay, next question. Do you prefer dogs, cats, or other animals?
dogs.
Dogs. Dog person.
Dogs. I'm definitely a dog person. Yeah.
Okay. Which artists influenced you most of all?
Ooh. Now this could be a really long answer. When I was younger, growing up in the Midwest here in the U.S., it was a lot of top 40 radio. So from there, I kind of discovered what was ever on the radio at that time, which was like John Mellencamp and artists like that. And then I discovered my parents' record collection. So then Queen kind of came along, and the Beatles. And then when I think really when I discovered Prince, that was kind of my whole thing. As the years have gone by, it always changes. I'm always finding inspiration in other artists all over the place. Every time something new comes out from like Tom Petty or Bruce Springsteen or, anything like that.
Good choice, actually. You have good music taste.
Thank you.
Okay, and now explain your music in a sentence, or even better, in a word.
That is a great question. In a word, I've been terrible with my elevator pitch. Everybody says you should have an elevator pitch. I'm notorious for always saying long story long because I can never tell a short story. But I would say with this new record, Blood, that I just released, I would have to say that it's as truthful as I can be with my writing.
Oh.
If that answers it, I don't know if that quite answers it. It doesn't really sum it up in a word. This record is as truthful as I could possibly be, with all of the songs.
Okay, thank you.
Wow.
Okay, and now we really want to know what's your best quality and what's your weak spot.
Ooh, best quality. Best quality, I would have to say is if I say I'm going to do something, I do it. My worst quality is that I run from success. Success scares me. So whenever stuff really starts to happen, I am the guy that will second guess it forever and try and look for something wrong with it so that I can run the other way. Which is something I'm working on trying to, be better at. But
okay. Do you play any notable gigs, festivals, or other events?
I have in the past. The last couple of years I lived in LA, I headlined the Roxy Theater there like 3 times that year before I moved. And I played, South by Southwest here, which is in Austin, Texas. Done a handful of pretty cool things, but really since 2020, after the pandemic hit, I played right before everything locked down, and then I haven't got back out to play. I've had a handful of amazing offers this fall since the record has come out to go out and play. But I always call it my part-time job. My part-time job, when I'm not making music for myself, I'm making music. I'm helping other artists make music. So when the lockdown happened, everybody started writing and recording records, which kept me really busy. And that's something I've kind of stayed with my hands, my fingers in ever since. And I haven't gotten out here recently to play any shows, but I'm looking into hopefully touring at the beginning of next year. So.
Oh, nice. I really hope very soon you can have a lot of gigs and events and touring and everything. And maybe in Europe too. Maybe.
Yeah, that would be awesome. So.
Okay, in what you believe?
What do I believe?
In general.
Always try and stay true to your word. That is another great question. Let's see. Always try and stay true to your word and believe that you always have the answer. You know, there's always, the answer is always there. You just haven't found it yet. You know, quitters never win.
Oh, nice. Really, really nice. Okay, explain please to us your music creation process.
It depends. During the time of working with all of these other artists, usually I've always written a lot of songs, and I purposely tried to kind of stop writing in order to be able to focus on the records that I was working on. So since I haven't really had anything here, I've finished up everything I had that was on the shelf. My new record has come out. I've started writing again. And inspiration for me can really come from anywhere. The latest single, Tazewell County Line, that's out, when production started on my record Blood, it was called True North. It was a totally different song when we started. And it always felt like it needed something else. It needed something, it was kind of missing something. And I'm going to grab my guitar real quick. So I was playing it back, trying to figure out what it was that it was maybe missing. And I was like, maybe I'll just pause it and I'll wait, maybe I'll just play through the chords. And out of thin air came, I thought I knew you. Was I ever wrong? And I was like, that's it. That's what the song needs. That's what it's been missing. So I just kind of took what I had and rearranged it all around that idea. And I was like, this is what it needs, and I need to run with it. So a lot of my songwriting, I try and capture all the inspiration I can, however it comes, as fast as I can. But I always kind of look at that like an idea, because you can always change an idea. It's kind of a draft. So if you need to come in and edit it, or if it still needs something, you just keep working on it until it says what you want it to say. So hopefully that answers your question.
Absolutely. You answer very, very perfectly.
Thank you.
You give to us all your secrets. Not all, but some of them. Yes, part. I don't know what to do now, because normal next question is like, we want to ask you to sing 15 seconds your favorite song a cappella. But I saw that you grab your guitar, and I can give you a choice. You can sing 15 seconds with guitar or a cappella, how you want.
I saw this from watching a couple of the other videos, and I was like, so what am I going to sing? What am I going to sing a cappella? What am I going to do? And I was like, maybe I should practice something. I was like, I don't really want to practice something. But speaking of Prince, well, I guess I should have known by the way you parked your car sideways, it wouldn't last. 'Cause you're the kind of person believes in making out once, love them and leave them fast. Well, I guess I must be dumb. She had a pocket full of horses, Trojans of some of them used. But it was Saturday night, and I guess that makes it all right. And you said, baby, what have I got to lose? Darling, I said, little red Corvette.
Wee! Thank you so much. You have very particular timbre of the voice, actually.
Thank you.
Really, I like it. And it's very interesting, because a lot of people can sing just with guitar or piano, but not everyone really agree to sing a cappella. That's nice. It's like shows you like a real artist who is ready for everything.
I've had the worst luck. I used to be terrible at it in the past of remembering lyrics. So that's always my nervous spot where I'm like, I'm totally going to mess up this line singing this a cappella. But thankfully, I got through it.
Good. Thank you. And now our final question. Tell to us about your music project and your future plans.
Right now, I'm working on the next single that's going to come out from the record I released in July, which is called Blood. And so the next single that's coming out on November 11th will be a song called Death Trap. And so I'm just finishing up all the video stuff with that now. And I've really always wanted, Blood is my 10th record. I've always really wanted to have one of my records on vinyl, and I've just never really pulled the trigger on it. So I'm contemplating doing that now. Vinyl wait times with the facilities have been so long that it's kind of made me a little bit lazy about getting it done. But I'm thinking about doing that as something to commemorate maybe even the 1 year, of the record being out. I've got a handful of things that I'm already planning for the 1 year anniversary of this record that just came out, turning one. Obviously looking into shows, and like I said, I'm kind of back full steam at writing again. So I've already titled the next record, and I'm 15 songs in on the next record, just kind of writing stuff, kind of feeling it out and seeing what stands the test of time right now, even if the time is only a month. Usually when I write something, I'm really excited about it, and then I wait a couple of days and see if it still hits me the same. So I'm kind of in that process right now with that. And as far as the future goes, this is Nashville, and your pizza delivery guy here could be a songwriter. So I've got actually a co-write later on today with a new artist that I'm probably going to start working with, and hopefully we're going to get a record together for him. So I'm pretty excited about that. So that's kind of near future, a little bit long term,
That is nice. It's really nice to know that you have some kind of beautiful plans for the future. And actually, maybe you can explain to our audience how they can find your music, where they can listen to you. Maybe you have website.
I have, they can go to joshuaketchmark.com. They can go find me at joshuaketchmark.com. There's a whole bio about all kinds of crazy stuff I've done with music, and my whole history of everything, stuff to listen to. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on all the social media. If there's social media out there, my name's in there somewhere. You can easily find me there. So I'm easily searchable. As far as listening, you can really pick your poison, because I'm on all the streaming platforms, or anywhere else you like to listen to music. I'm probably hiding somewhere on there. So
thank you so much. I want to tell you really thank you for this interview, for your time, for this nice evening. Thank you
very much for having me.
And just what song are we going to listen to now?
We are going to listen to the latest single called Tazewell County Line. It is the second single off of my new record, Blood. And Tazewell County Line, Tazewell County is the county that I grew up in Illinois. And I always remember that from when I was a kid. We always would have tornado season in Illinois, and you'd always see on the news Tazewell County, while they're searching for tornadoes. And so that has always kind of stuck with me. And a lot of this new record kind of deals with growing up and, all that stuff you go through when you're still a kid. So Tazewell County Line, I hope you love it.
Okay. Thank you. And now, please enjoy the music.
Was I ever wrong? I took for granted what you kept from me so long. I won't ask how you wanna be remembered. How could I ever forget? Don't act like all of my prayers have been answered. Wishing me nothing but the best, walking that Tazewell County line for the very last time. You swore you'd slow down, that the worst was gone. So we took our chances, and I crossed my fingers we'd finish strong. It wasn't hard to see what was coming once you started taking the long way home. Those nights you left your son waiting for the family he'll never know. Don't ask how I wanna be remembered, and make me sit through your list of regrets. Don't act like none of your prayers have been answered while you were drinking yourself to death, walking that Tazewell County line for the very last time. Out on that Tazewell County line for the very last time.